Hey, it's Starlight. So I wanted to rant to you about this one girl. Now, I've never talked about her or actually opened up about her to anyone except for close friends. So before I get into this whole thing, I want to mention in my description there will be the script I'm trying to read right now. So no, my grammar's not going to be the greatest, and I will make mistakes. So if you rather read other than listen to me, then feel free to go to the description. Alright, so I guess let's get into it. How I met this girl was at my bus stop. She talked to me a bit, and she lived close to me. She was like one grade higher than me, and she seemed nice at first. Eventually, I slowly realized it really wasn't that way. And let's call her C. Okay, for the first thing that kind of ticked me off, and for context, we get a lot of snow here during the winter, and it can get really, really cold. And so, C, since she wanted money for books, she went to shovel people's driveways in her complex. She was doing fine on her own, being able to shovel quickly and efficiently and make money. But she came to my house, knocked on my door, and when I said I didn't want to and closed the door, she purposely waited, knowing that I would be forced to go out and help. And, of course, I was forced to go out and help my older brother. And we did get money. We made 40 or maybe 50 something dollars. But she kept most of it because apparently she did all the work. And she needed it more. And I only got $5 out of that. Now, helping shoveling, that did not piss me off. That did not make me mad. The thing that made me mad is that she kept almost all the money, even after forcing me to go out with her, and I only got 5 out of that. That just pissed me off. And that's not, I don't think that's the worst thing she's done. But I know she's done things like ending people's relationships, according to some people. I'm not 100% on that one, but I've heard people talk about it and say she's done that, so don't quote me on that part. The $5 though. You can trust me on that. But she hasn't also been the nicest and was always quite rude to me. Okay, so second thing. During the summer, she would often come over to get me to go out and do stuff that I didn't want to do. And always would do the wait method. And my parents would, of course, always force me to. And I love going out and doing stuff, and I generally love being active. But with her, it's just so awkward because it's always her talking about her body or her crush or her boyfriend or her whatever. Which is annoying, but it's not worse when the time she forced me to go somewhere that I'm not even supposed to go and almost got us both completely lost. Thank you, Google Maps. And not to mention the time she's taken my phone just to play games on it because she was grounded. I remember one time she texted me something apparently, are you free or something? I didn't see the message, and me and my family were going to go kayaking. I personally did not want to go, but I did. And she came over to find me about to leave. She left me alone after talking to one of my parents, I guess. Joked around a little bit. And she left me alone for a week. I remember looking out the window upset, and my one parent said, "Don't pout because you didn't get to go out with her." I said I don't like going out with her, and they thought I was lying. I wasn't. I genuinely hate going out with her because it's always about some sort of boy or some sort of her body or something. And I hate it because it always makes me so uncomfortable. Okay, for the third one, this is something that happened recently. Okay, so this summer break, it's only been a little bit, right? But on the third day of it, or something like that, third, fourth, I'm not completely sure. I don't think it was the fourth. It was third or second, maybe. I don't know. I was helping my mom carry baskets down the stairs, and I hear a knock on the door. I go to check who it is through the peephole, and it was her standing there smiling, probably gonna force me to go somewhere. I quickly went down in the basement and told my mom I didn't want to go, and she said, "Okay, then just don't answer the door." I go upstairs after hearing my dog bark and my younger brother looking around. I just remember telling him, don't answer the door constantly. Don't answer the door, don't answer the door. I was looking... oh, I misread that. I went to my room and my younger brother came up saying as my friend, and I just told him, she's not my friend, and I kept telling him things like that. Like, things like, trust me, she's not my friend, she's not my friend. I kid you not, I was shaking. And it was kind of hard for me to breathe at that moment. And I really wanted to cry at that moment. So I drew, and I kept drawing because that's all I can do, and it helped me calm down. But the thought of her still being there, still waiting, was too much, and I had to go down and check if she was there, and she wasn't. So I talked to my mom saying, I'm glad she was gone because she wasn't the nicest, and went back to my room and kept drawing. I was shaking for an hour, or at least an hour, like 40-something minutes. This has gotten to the point where any random knocks on my door make me anxious, and all I can do is hope isn't her, and that she's not going to force me to do something. I thought I was free after she moved to or something years ago, but she still walks to my house, and knocks on my door, even though she lives far away, and it's a pain. I generally hope I never have to go out with her, and that my parents see this and stop answering the door for her and stop making me go out with her. Now, that's like the end of the dog, except for the outro, of course. But there's one thing I wanted to add to this. One time, like, we were walking to our park, and we were walking back to our complex from a park, and like she sees one of her friends' houses has the car there, and she's there again, and she made no joke, she left me just because one of her other friends was there, and she just left, like, like, she vented to me about something or whatever, and she, after they walked for like maybe a minute or something, she left. She didn't even say goodbye. She just like went to the house. She said the friend's name and then left. Like, this girl, like, genuinely, any sound outside, even like that, any sounds outside make me anxious, and I regret ever interacting with her. I regret ever giving her my phone number, which I blocked her, and I think her phone was taken away, or it broke or something, and so she can't text me anymore, and I'm glad, because she would always try to force me to do things I would not want to do, and she would always get me to listen to, like, this music that would give me it would give me a headache, and I just genuinely disliked it, so, I just wanted to add that, because I feel like it's just an important mention. I don't know, I guess, yeah. Anyways, thank you all for listening, or reading, and I deeply appreciate the fact that you listened to my rant. I love you so much, stay safe, Starlight out.